Hello, everybody. I'm back now. Excuse my voice. I'm a little under the weather. You know, you can hear it in my voice, but I'm going to try my best to give this Super Bowl 54 prediction between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be discussing the direction this channel is going. I know it's been a while since I posted a video last, but I'm kind of tired of talking about relationships all the time because, people just do what they want to do anyway. So, what's the point of me giving them advice if they're just going to keep simping and doing all this bullshit? But let's get into this video. So, in Miami, we got Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs versus, well, who is their best player? The 49ers are such a well-rounded team. They have studs everywhere. Their defensive front is just it's ridiculous. With Bosa and all those guys, and then they have Richard Sherman, who I was really surprised that he returned to all-pro level Pro Bowl form after he tore his Achilles. I thought after he left Seattle, I thought he was pretty done. But he's playing great. And then he had the little beef with Darrelle Revis talking about he's just a cover three corner. Yeah, some corners are better at playing man-to-man. He's better at zone. It doesn't take away the fact that he's a great corner and he's been playing out of his mind. And so has Patrick Mahomes. What he did to Tennessee, Tennessee had control of the game. They were up 17-7, and then since that point, the Kansas City Chiefs outscored the Tennessee Titans 28-7. Once again, they have this run, but if they fall behind against the San Francisco 49ers big, they're going to lose this football game because the 49ers run the ball extremely well. And this is a tough game for me to pick because it's 50-50 to me. I've been thinking about this real hard lately. I've been leaning towards the Niners, leaning towards the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think I've come to the conclusion that there are some keys to this game for each team to win. And I'm going to start with the San Francisco 49ers. The key for the San Francisco 49ers to win this football game is to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. If they sit back there and they allow Patrick Mahomes to sit back there and read the defense like the Tennessee Titans did, you cannot play a zone against Patrick Mahomes. He's going to pick you apart every single time. The Tennessee Titans had the worst game plan you could possibly have against Patrick Mahomes. What the 49ers need to do is they need to sack him, get pressure on him, and I think they can. But the Chiefs also have a great offensive line, but I think the San Francisco 49ers pass rush is better than the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. Their front seven. However, I believe also another key would be for the Niners is you got to run the football. You have to run the football like you did last week because Jimmy Garoppolo scares me because he's very turnover prone. Now, he's played great in games like against the New Orleans Saints. He played well, and he even had an interception in that game. But in that interception against that New Orleans Saints game, it wasn't his fault. The ball went right through Emmanuel Sanders' hand or something like that, if I recall. But they have to run the football. And if they can run the football like they did last week, they'll control time of possession. They'll keep Patrick Mahomes off the sideline. They'll run out the clock. And they'll win this football game. They'll limit the possessions that the Kansas City Chiefs have. Now, those are the keys for the 49ers to win this football game. They cannot give up big plays, which they've been the best in the league at their defense, one of the best at not giving up big plays. I think they are the best defense in the league as far as giving up big plays. They don't give up big plays a lot. The only time I've seen them give up a lot of big plays was against the New Orleans Saints. And that was an outlier. That was just a game where the defenses just were playing, I don't know, it's just one of those games. But the defense is great. And now I'm going to get into the Kansas City Chiefs, their keys to winning this football game. And after I give you their keys, then I'm going to give you my prediction. So the keys for the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game it's pretty simple. Patrick Mahomes has to play great. He has to be able to make plays on this defense. He's going to have to be able to scramble and get out of pressure, which I think he can. He's capable of it, but he's never played a pass rush quite like this before. And I also think that the Chiefs defense have to commit to stopping the run. If the Kansas City Chiefs don't stop the run or hold it in check, because last week I was shocked that they were able to shut down Derrick Henry, who's been on a tear since last 4 games of last season. The last 2 playoff games he had played in, he had over 180 yards rushing or more. The game before that, he had before the playoffs, 150 or something. So they were able to shut down Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry is very underrated, and this year has been the best running back in the league. The Tennessee Titans have had the best rush offense in the league because of Derrick Henry. And the Chiefs were able to stop Derrick Henry, who to me is better than every running back on the Niners roster. Raheem Mostert, Matt Breida, Tevin Coleman. Yeah, he's better than them. They have a good collection of overall running backs who do different things, who are for specific situations, 3rd down, 2nd down, 1st down. But Raheem Mostert seems like he's their every down back now. You have to keep giving this guy the football. He rushed for 198 yards rushing or something ridiculous. I don't think he'll get that. But I think the Niners have a great offensive line. I think he'll have some success. I think the Chiefs can't let him go for 150. They have to hold him to 90 or 80 yards. And they need to put the game in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands. Make him throw the football. I think the Chiefs need to employ the same strategy they employed against the Tennessee Titans. The Niners are a heavy run football team. They like to use play action a lot, which is why they have success throwing the football down the field. Now that I've given my keys, now I'm going to make my prediction. And I was broken between this prediction. I didn't know who I was going to pick because it's just so close. And overall, San Francisco 49ers have a better team, no doubt. Overall, talent-wise, across the board, defense, defensive line, secondary, they're tight end. They have George Kittle. They have, to me, the only thing the Chiefs have better is they have a better quarterback and a better receiving core. That's the only thing that they have better than the San Francisco 49ers. However, with all that being said, I know my dad's not going to like this pick because he's a diehard San Francisco 49ers fan, but give me the Kansas City Chiefs to win this football game 35-31. And I believe that it will come down to the last possession. I believe the Niners will have the lead in the 4th quarter, in the last couple of minutes of the game. And then on the sports channels, they were talking about whose quarterback would you rather have in a 2-minute drill. Take any quarterback in the league. They had Peyton Manning talking about it, who had the most comebacks from any quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, to me, is going to drive down the field, score the game-winning touchdown. But the Niners are going to have an opportunity to score. And this is where it becomes Patrick Mahomes versus Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw a game-ending interception or a fumble. And the Kansas City Chiefs will be your 2020 NFL Super Bowl winners. And I'm not confident in this picking the Chiefs. It's just simple comes to the fact is I'm taking Patrick Mahomes right now. He's putting this team on his back. He's been playing incredible. And I just can't bet against this guy. This guy is playing, he's like on a playoff run similar to what Kawhi Leonard had last season, where he carried that entire team on his back. And usually in football, one player doesn't have as big of an impact, like say as the NBA, where one great player can literally beat an entire team, similar to what LeBron James did in the 2018 playoffs, when he led that very bad Cavaliers roster to an NBA Finals appearance in 2018, where they got swept by the more superior, talented Golden State Warriors. But the quarterback position in the NFL, with a guy like Patrick Mahomes can make a big difference. And I'm picking them to win this football game, but like I said, I'm not confident. They could easily lose this game, just as easily. They could lose it. They can even get blown out. I'd be shocked if it was a blowout, but I wouldn't be shocked if they lose. Would not be shocked at all. So there you have it. That is my Super Bowl prediction for Super Bowl 54. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs, winning 35-31. Now, I'm going to recap or end this video on the direction that I'm taking this channel. So before, like I said, I was always talking about relationships and stuff. Now I want to talk about various topics, just a bunch of stuff. Current events, sports, even relationship stuff. Anything that I want to talk about, pretty much, I'm going to post. I don't want this channel to be one-dimensional anymore. It's 2020 now, and I want to give better content. You know, and I'm just happy to be back making videos because it's a lot of fun. I started making videos like 5 years ago, and the last video I made was 2 years ago. But, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun this year posting different content on different things. You know, sometimes I'm going to be sitting down and thinking about something and say, hey, I want to post that video. So subscribe and leave comments below. Let me know what you guys' Super Bowl prediction is, who you think is going to win and why. And until next time, I'm out. See you later.